So first and foremost, UPS did a fantastic bang up job handling this package. I made a short on it, so you may have seen that. Just had to let some frustration out and kind of tried to turn it into a funny moment, I guess. But hopefully the inside is not, the figures themselves are not damaged. But yeah, let's open this up and see. Yeah, these are both damaged, which is quite frustrating. I'm not an inbox collector, as you guys probably know, so it's not the end of the world, but with these 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, I've been, keeping the card backs and stuff, so that's a little frustrating. I was hoping at least one of them would be like kind of nice. This one's not terribly creased, so I may be able to bend it, try to flatten it a little bit maybe, but yeah, super frustrating. I know this isn't Entertainment Earth's fault. They always do great with their packaging and stuff. This is, I believe, 100% UPS's fault, and it's just super frustrating. With all that frustration out of the way though, I am super excited for this figure. The Hoth Rebel Trooper was one of my favorite figures in the Black Series. I love what they did with the different faces, the just options to make it different, and so because of that I was really looking forward to the Endor Rebel Trooper and hoping that they did something similar. So we've definitely got an extra face. We got the Captain Rex face, but yeah, let's take a look and see how they did. Here's the Rebel Troopers Endor out of the package. They look great. Got both faces on, so you can see both versions here. For accessories, he comes with the shorter blaster, the rifle, backpack, and then the extra face. The face was not difficult to get on. I don't think I was supposed to take the head off to do it. I just couldn't figure it out at first, and I took the head off and then got it on, and then had a really hard time getting the head back on. But I've got it now, so probably wasn't supposed to take the head off. Alright, let's dive into the articulation here. Head, of course, is going to go all the way around. Got some decent side to side and around. Down that far, back that far, so that's not a whole lot of range, but down to the shoulder. It's going to go up that far. You have a butterfly joint in there. This belt and this jacket can come off as well, by the way. That spins around as well, obviously. You have a single jointed elbow. It's going to get past 90. And then you have your normal around and up and down at the wrist. For torso, there's no crunch there, so it's all at the hip. That around, forward and back, not too far. More back than forward, but down to the legs. Gonna go up basically all the way out that high. You have a swivel at the thigh, pretty well hidden. You have a single jointed knee, goes back that far. No swivel at the boot this time. It does turn at the knee as well. And then you got your normal pin for rocker at the foot. The articulation here is okay, but not the greatest. I think this went more for trying to look really good and look realistic, more so than flexibility, which is fine. It does look really good, but the articulation is somewhat hindered in a lot of places. So yeah, ultimately, the Endor figure, it's good. It's a good figure, but ultimately I was super disappointed because of the Hoth Trooper that we got. Had so many options with the goggles and the scarf and 2 different faces that you have so many possibilities for combinations of differentiating the soldiers, since it's a troop builder. And this was just perfect. Like, I could still buy 4 more of these guys and still have completely different combinations going on, and they wouldn't be the same. With the Endor Trooper, you basically have 2. So that's super disappointing. Now, I did get some ideas for customs, which got me a little bit more excited about it, but I still wish that we had the option to customize them more just from the actual figure, the way that we did with the Hoth Trooper. Alright, what's up, guys? So I was, I liked the Endor Trooper figure, but I was a little bit let down, especially after the Hoth Rebel Trooper being as great as it was with the customization and stuff to make different troopers, and so I was a little disappointed. But then I got some ideas for customs. They got me excited about it, so I've got a couple extra troopers, and then I also got an extra Hoth Trooper for the backpack. So yeah, I was just going to do a little bit of custom work, see how it turns out. I was able to find the Endor Leia poncho off of eBay for pretty cheap, so I didn't actually have to buy another Leia figure. I couldn't find the Han Solo jacket, so I ended up pre-ordering another one of those, another Han Solo with Endor Han Solo. So I'm not sure when exactly that'll come in, but when it does, I'm gonna put it on this other one, so we'll have a couple of different options there. So we're just gonna get started. I think I'm gonna take this strap off because I think I might want to put this on the outside, because if you kind of can see, the poncho here is very square, and the Leia figure actually has a belt that goes on to like hold it down, so I feel like I'm gonna need something to kind of hold it down a little bit. So, okay, sweet. Yeah, for sure, it's very bulky. So now I'm gonna put this on over top to kind of hold it down. And just like that, he's already looking great. I honestly just wish that the figure came with some extra stuff to be able to customize the different ones. Yeah, I really like how that looks with that poncho on. So that's a real quick custom. If you can find an extra cloak, or if you want to get an extra Leia or Han from Endor, or even Luke. Luke has a poncho as well. Each of their ponchos and jackets are all different colors. So I did end up picking this Leia one because I found it on eBay, but also I really thought that the color would go well with it. So I'll have some pictures at the end of the video so you can see the color a little bit better. I don't know how well it's going to show up on this lighting here, but another thing I wanted to do was that the Endor Trooper comes with this, backpack here. But if you look at some of the pictures on Return of the Jedi, or if you ever had any Endor Troopers from Power of the Force or any of the other, 3 3/4 inch ones, when I was a kid, had them. They had this style backpack, but in camo. And I was looking at some pictures of Return of the Jedi just to make sure, and like, there's definitely at least 1 or 2 guys that have backpacks like this. But this has a peg on it, and the Endor Trooper does not have a peg. So what I'm thinking is, go stand up. Okay. What I'm thinking is I'm gonna cut the peg off, and then I'm gonna snip the straps off of their backpack off, and I'm gonna glue it to this backpack, and then I'm gonna paint this camo to match the rest of them, and then that way I'll just be able to strap around. So we shall see how this goes. Okay, so I'm gonna take my model kit clippers, and just see if I can clip this off. It's kind of thick, so I don't know. I may have to get my X-Acto blade, but I just want to see if this will work first because it's much more simple. Okay, yeah, that's working good. Did pretty good. Still a little bit there, but honestly, just a little bit is not gonna do anything. The main thing was just to get the peg like out of the way so it doesn't like sit way high up off their back. Okay, these worked great. Glad about that. But I'm also just probably going to use these to do the same exact thing. Just kind of clip these straps off. Right. Get the crazy glue out now. See how fast that made a bond.